You can always depend on Jermaine to make that big play. Like last year's OSU game, we needed some big plays, and Jermaine just did his thing. He showed up big in the Florida game. Jermaine is just Jermaine. You can always depend on him to do his thing.
What's it say about him that he saves his best games for the biggest games?
I mean, you know how they say big time players make big time plays in big games. He's just that guy, and we can always depend on him. That's why I'm glad he's still here.
Did it surprise you how effective Frank Alexander was in the last couple games last year?
No, I knew Frank was good. Frank just needed a shot, and they gave Frank that shot, and he did his thing, man. Frank's a baller, and he's a hard worker, and he's a good guy. He could be a starter like he was at the end, or he can be a guy who comes off the bench and give you some good minutes. Frank's just that type of player.
When he's in there, I mean, what changed for you?
I never had to worry, when you out there with the ones, you play with this guy, and he knows what you do, and you know what he does. Well, when Frank came in, I knew what he did, and he knew what I did. So it wasn't like I had to, worry about what this guy was going to do, because I still knew what Frank was going to do. So it was just good having him next to me.
Gerald, Brody says blocking against you is like blocking against an angry tree. And that you're so big and strong and that kind of thing. But what's it been like to go against him, and how is he holding up in there? If he had to play in there, what would you think?
I dislike Brody to the fullest extent. I just dislike him. He's such a great blocker, and I don't know what made him put him down in the middle, but he's doing a great job. Brody's always done a great job off the edge, and he's doing an even better job in the middle. He's helping get me better. He's helping get us all better, so he's doing a real good job.
So 260, it's no problem for him at center.
No problem at all. He's handling his business. Brody's he's just that type of player. He's real good.
Where did Frank improve most over the summer? Where do you think Frank improved most over the summer?
His knowledge of the game. He knows more about the game, what to recognize, the things that's coming at him. And he was already a good player. He just improved his overall knowledge of the game and his skill overall.
What's it going to take for him to make the kind of jump you made in your sophomore year?
I honestly don't know. I guess it's just a mindset, a mentality that I had when I came out. I'm going to be way better than I was last year. And, if he comes out with the same mindset mentality, he could do bigger than what I did, because he did what he did in the few games he played. He didn't get a full season. So,
how likely do you think that'll be?
How
likely do you see it happening?
Anything can happen. He's that type of player. So that's the thing about our defense and players here at Oklahoma, period. Anything can happen. Anybody can stand out at any given moment.
Gerald, after a few practices, how do you feel about your group, especially the young guys, Jamarcus and Stacy, some of those guys? How are they coming along?
Well, we're improving. Not nearly as close as we need to be. That includes me and Adrian, the ones that nobody's anywhere close to where we need to be to have a great season like we want. But we're getting there. We've been going, I think, 8 practices now, and we'll get there. We're not quite there yet, though.
Proctor said he felt the offense got a little bit better at the end in today's scrimmage. You agree?
Who?
Proctor.
Yeah. The offense, I can admit it. They teach us to admit our faults and, stand up and be a man about it. They got us in the end. But that just helps us, going against a speedy offense like that, no huddle, just a lot of good players on that offense. It helps out. It helps us be better in the end, and we can expect anything from anybody. We'll be ready for it.
With that new offensive line, do you feel like they're ahead of schedule?
Yeah, I told everybody. I said there's no worries about the offensive line. Those guys are doing a great job.
Who impressed you most on the line, other than Trent?
Offensive line? Well, they play good as a whole, but Brian Simmons, that's who I go up against a lot. He's a real good player. He's a vet. He's been playing just as long as Trent has, and he's one of the leaders on the line too. So he's probably my favorite to go up against. But like I said, Brody's been doing a great job, and then Jarvis Jones, he's doing a good job for us. So.